right here in Umhlanga Hospital, and he's going to be discussing reproductive health. So let's go in and see what he has planned for us.
Good morning. Wanted to discuss a little bit about reproductive health today. Basically, it's aimed at young children and mainly teenagers. We're going to discuss the reproductive system of the male and the female very briefly. We're going to discuss sexual intercourse also very briefly. Largely what I want to do is talk about the consequences, and I think it's important for kids to know the consequences so that they can make informed decisions. I also wanted to hopefully adjust your behavior. So firstly, the male reproductive system, basically made up of the testes, which sits in the scrotum. The testes produce sperm. From the scrotum or from the testes, the sperm passes through the epididymis, through the prostate, and is mixed with seminal fluid and ejaculated through the penis during intercourse. In terms of the female reproductive system, I have a little picture here, so if you can see that. So basically, the female reproductive system is made up of the vagina, which is the entry. This is the cervix, which is the entry into the uterus or the womb. From the womb, we get the fallopian tubes on each side. There are two fallopian tubes, and you get your ovaries on either side. The ovaries produce the eggs, which get fertilized to form a zygote and to eventually develop into a fetus, and ultimately a baby. Okay, so that's the basic anatomy of both the male and the female reproductive system. We're just going to discuss a little bit about sexual intercourse. Okay, what happens during sexual intercourse and the potential results. So during sexual intercourse, there's penetration of the penis into the vagina, and there's ejaculation of semen together with seminal fluid into the vagina. Okay. The semen then goes up through the cervix into the uterus and then down one or other of the fallopian tubes. If an egg is produced, the egg passes into the fallopian tube, and if the timing is right, the sperm fertilizes the egg in the fallopian tube to form a zygote. The zygote then passes down into the uterus. It attaches to the wall of the uterus and continues to grow and develop and become a fetus, which eventually, when it is born, becomes a baby. Okay, so that basically covers the basics of the reproductive systems and what happens during sexual intercourse.